heated debate about various theories that you have about 9/11 and so on. Let's move on to...
And the government only has a theory.
Right, well, the government has...
No, this is a theory. Their theory is 19 Islamic radicals, armed with box cutters, defeated our multi-billion-dollar air defense system, all while conspiring with a bearded guy in a cave in Afghanistan.
That is exactly what happened.
That's their theory.
No, that's not a theory, it's a fact.
That's their theory.
No,
that's a fact.
That's what happened.
Really?
Yes, I'm sorry to kill your conspiracy theories, but that is what happened.
Then why haven't anyone been brought up for trial?
Because they all died.
Haven't given one shred of evidence.
They all died
in the trial.
in case you missed the story.
Well, then what do we got all these guys in Gitmo for? And we got the supposed confessor to it, who they waterboarded 180 times to get the confession. Got news for you, Piers. If they waterboarded you 180 times, you'd confess to it.
See, now you're missing the point. On that very point, I don't agree with Guantanamo Bay. I didn't agree with the waterboarding, personally. Let's move on. Let's move on to Iran and Israel. If you were the American president, with all the jungle drums beating now about Iran, would you take any military action?
Well, first let me state that Iran has to do this. Because if you notice, the United States doesn't mess with any country that's got nuclear capabilities. They only mess with countries that don't. So all countries that don't have it strive to get it because it's a safety mechanism to have it. So of course Iran's going to try to get the stuff.
Should they be allowed to have it?
Should they be allowed to? I don't know.
Oh, yes or no?
I don't know.
You're a man of opinions.
No, I don't.
You may be running for office. I'm entitled to know what you think.
Not right now, you don't. I need to study it more.
Not very convenient.
Yes, it is very convenient.
Do you know about everything that happened before 9/11? But right now, when you have Iran potentially nuking itself up, you don't have an opinion.
Well, let's leave that up to the nuclear inspectors that go in there. They will tell us whether they're nuking it up before you decide to bomb them.
I didn't decide to bomb anybody.
No, but you seem to be very favorable.
Well, I think to my mouth all the time, which is it's not a very good technique when you're debating with somebody. Just to stick
You're going to. How many political offices have you held?
None.
Then don't tell me how to debate, because I've held two.
Oh, I've debated many times.
But you've never won an election where a debate was required.
I think you make some very sensible points, and you make some crackpot points.
That's your opinion?
Yes.
How many people here think I make crackpot points?
Yeah.
One. How many think I make sensible points? You're in the minority, my good friend. You're in the minority.
I said you made some sensible points. Let's go to another audience question from Jared Grossman. Ask your question, Jared.
Oh, Governor.
Yes.
I'd like to know why you think that politics in America today, why has it become so polarized, and why has it become so hate-driven, and how do you think we can fix that?
Well, politics in America, the major problem is the Democrats and Republicans, as I explain in my book, Democrats and Republicans, No More Gangs in Government, they've created a system based completely on bribery. Now, if we do bribery, it's hypocrisy. If we do bribery in the private sector, we go to jail. Yet their entire political system is based upon bribery. Who can bribe and give the most money to the politician? And now, thanks to our illustrious Supreme Court that ruled that corporations have the same rights as individuals and that money is free speech, well, we're now being inundated with so much money from the corporations buying the Democrats and Republicans both sides that look at this hypothetically. A foreign country could now control our elections because all they would have to do is form a corporation, start pumping money into the super PACs, plus there's no, they don't have to say where the money comes from, which is criminal. Every candidate should have to state openly, open disclosure, where they get every dollar. You're not getting that now. So the whole system is corrupted now. The Democrats and Republicans are at fault because they've been in charge for 150 years. They can't pass the buck on it. And until they clean up the system, that's what you got. It's bribery.
Jesse, I'm shocked. I disagree with every word you just said.
No, you just want to get the crowd back on your side.
No, I don't. As I said to you, I agree.
I'm teasing.
I agree with every word. I think the whole super PAC thing is completely out of control.
No,
And you're right. In the end, China right now could finance a run for the presidential election with one of their sponsored people from one of their companies. It's pretty ridiculous.
I think that this ruling could be the downfall of our country, and the only way we can stop it is to amend the Constitution.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
the only way you can overrule the Supreme Court, and we need to do that.
Let's take a break, Jesse.
Okay.
We'll come back and talk about